Most hated versus most loved Spider-Man love interest by Spidey Parker. I be seeing these, but now I'm gonna
For
actually
every
watch.
Spider-Man love interest fan.
Okay, people like Gwen. People liked MJ, Zendaya's version of MJ, and then they liked this Gwen Stacy. Yo, they loved this Gwen Stacy. I remember I saw a picture. It was like Spider-Man. Peter really chose Mary Jane over this, and it was this lady, like, and she had, hey.
It's a door. There's one they just can't stand.
Yeah, I hated Liz too. I'm not gonna lie.
Starting with Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane.
If Kirsten Dunst's Mary Jane has no haters, I'm dead.
Fans were ready to see the ultimate live-action version of Peter Parker's most famous love interest. This was supposed to be the MJ, fiery, magnetic, the kind of woman who could look Spider-Man in the eye and keep up with him both emotionally and mentally. In the comics, MJ is a force of nature.
Wait!
But in the
Why is Emma Frost down here? Psylocke, Emma Frost, Jean? Why are there so...
Raimi trilogy, what we got was complicated. Instead of that vibrant, larger-than-life personality, movie MJ was written as someone constantly caught between different relationships, never fully committing, and often leaving Peter emotionally stranded.
Let's not act like Mary Jane doesn't just suck, though. There's some comics where she's cool. I'll give her that. But like, let's just not act like she doesn't suck. I mean, she jumped off a building just to prove that nigga liked her. She jumped off of a building just so that Peter could prove to her that he loved her. Like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, MJ, come take a ride. My new birthday present. Come on.
I gotta go.
Across 3 films, MJ's character arc feels less like a supportive partner and more like a storm Peter can never escape. She spends the first movie chasing fame and running from her problems. By the second, she's engaged to astronaut John Jameson while still harboring feelings for Peter. And in the third...
Mind you, she does the upside down kiss first, and then when Peter does it with Gwen in that little parade, that was our kiss. You lucky he didn't know you did it with that astronaut nigga, because there wouldn't be no fucking, oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have said, you did it with that astronaut nigga. It was just behind closed doors. Nobody else could see it, especially me. But now I'm doing the kiss in front of all these people and you. Now you got something to say about it. All right.
He's breaking up with Peter under Harry's manipulation without giving him a real chance to explain himself.
You know what this is? You know what I want for us?
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
The constant back and forth...
See, that's not... Okay, this was not fair. That was not fair. Harry was literally doing some shit to her. Where she had to do that.
Wasn't just frustrating for Peter Parker. It frustrated audiences who wanted to see their hero supported, not emotionally exhausted. Every time Peter seemed to get closer to happiness, MJ would pull away, question him, or compare him unfavorably to someone else. One of the biggest fan frustrations. Her reaction when Peter misses her play in Spider-Man 2. He's literally out...
Oh my gosh. Y'all, by the way, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 is my favorite movie of all time. In general. When she got mad at this nigga for saving someone in the city over going to her fuck-ass play, I said, bro, no way.
Risking his life to save strangers, yet she treats it as a personal betrayal.
May I have an autograph, please, miss?
What are you doing here?
And it's not just that one moment. Throughout the trilogy, MJ often seems drawn more to the idea of Spider-Man than Peter Parker himself. She craves the excitement, the grand gestures,
But then when he out being Spider-Man, right? When he out there being Spider-Man, she got an issue though. She got an issue though when that nigga out there being Spider-Man though.
dramatic rescues. But when it comes to standing by Peter during the quieter, harder moments, she falters. And when she does decide she wants Peter, it's usually after she's left someone else at the altar, broken up with another man, or burned a bridge.
Yo, she's such a fucking dickhead, bro. Yo, that's such a fact, bro. She'll date another man and be like, yo, this ain't Peter. I do like Peter. Guess what, Peter? You know what? I want another man. Wait, actually, I do want Peter. Like, bro, you are such a... Oh, my...
That lack of consistency left many fans feeling like she wasn't the MJ they've been waiting for. In the end, Raimi's Mary Jane became one of the most divisive love interests in superhero movie history. Some defend her, pointing out that she's flawed in a human way, dealing with her own insecurities and struggles.
See, this already got me pissed. She cheated, but look at it this way. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up, bro.
In a dangerous world. But for a large part of the Spider-Man fanbase, she's remembered as an anchor that held Peter back, not a partner who lifted him up.
Abso-fucking-lutely. She held that nigga back from greatness.
And that's where Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy
Shout
comes
out, Gwen.
in. Not just as Peter Parker's girlfriend, but as arguably the most beloved live-action Spider-Man love interest we've ever.
Absolutely. I agree. I think Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy is the best love interest we've ever seen in any Spider-Man movie.
Ever had.
Zendaya's Mary Jane is close. I'm not gonna lie. Zendaya's Mary Jane is decent. Ain't nobody come close to this right here, bro. Ain't nobody come close to this, though. Nobody.
From the moment Emma Stone's Gwen steps on screen, there's an ease to her presence. She's confident without being overbearing, warm without being unrealistic, and, most importantly, she knows Peter. Not just Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
She likes Peter. She likes Peter. She doesn't like him being Spider-Man, but she supports it because she understands he has an obligation because she doesn't like it because her dad does the same thing. Her dad suits up and she's like, yo, I don't know if this nigga's gonna make it home. She's the same way with Peter, though. She loves Peter, but she has to deal with Spider-Man.
To be dazzled by the suit or the heroics, she's there because she's drawn to the boy underneath the mask. The chemistry between Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield was electric, and yes, part of that was because they were dating in real life, but it translated perfectly to the screen. Every glance, every quip, every moment between them felt authentic, like two people who actually...
Almost every single Spider-Man has dated their counterpart, though. Tobey dated Kirsten Dunst, Andrew dated Emma Stone, Tom Holland dates Zendaya. The only thing is Tom is the only one who's ever actually pulled it out because Tobey and Kirsten broke up, Emma and Andrew broke up, but Tom and Zendaya are still together.
Liked each other outside of the big superhero spectacle.
Please.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, they're beautiful, right?
They're beautiful.
They were nice.
No, they're beautiful.
I'm sorry.
What made Gwen different is that she wasn't just a passive bystander in Peter's life. She was involved.
That was her issue, though. See, that was her issue, though. She was too involved. She knew how dangerous it was to involve herself in the Spider-Man antics, and she still did it, and it got her killed.
She was smart, resourceful, and actively part of the story in a way that went beyond love interest territory. When Peter tries to push her away for her safety, she doesn't just cry and walk off. She calls him out, makes her own decisions, and refuses to let someone else dictate her life. She wasn't waiting to be saved. She was already on the battlefield helping to save
I know how to help you.
What are you doing?
What are you
doing
I know the grid specs. I can reset the system.
You can't be here right now. I'm not messing around. You can't be here right now. This is insane.
Guess what? Nobody makes my decisions for me.
Why'd you have to show me that? Because she dies in this same fucking encounter, bro.
That agency made her feel like a real person, and it's why
she dies like 10 minutes later. I mean, like, bro.
And still hold her up as the gold standard for Spider-Man romances. Of course, with Gwen Stacy comes one of the most gut-wrenching moments in Spider-Man movie history. Her death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. We all knew the tragic fate from the comics, but seeing it play out on screen was brutal. The way the film builds up her and Peter's relationship makes that loss hit so much harder. It wasn't just Spider-Man losing someone, it was Peter losing the one person who truly understood every part of him. And for audiences, it felt like losing the best shot at a healthy, supportive, and balanced relationship we've
absolutely, bro.
seen in the franchise. But while Gwen Stacy set the bar sky high, the MCU decided to take a very different approach with Tom Holland's first big screen romance, and that's where Liz Allan comes in. In Spider-Man Homecoming, Liz is everything Peter Parker thinks he wants. She's popular, confident, kind, and somehow still approachable. She's captain of the decathlon team, she's got the grades, and she doesn't treat Peter like some awkward nobody.
I don't like Liz.
For once, we're not watching Peter pine after someone...
I didn't hate her as much as much as a nigga hate MJ, but I didn't like Liz.
Completely out of his league. Liz actually notices him. She gives him the kind of normal, sweet high school romance Peter's never really had in the movies before. While Liz doesn't have the same deep narrative involvement as Gwen or Zendaya's MJ, she plays a key role in Peter's early MCU journey.
Married woman, by the way, Shamik. Married woman, by the way, Shamik. Come on, bro.
She represents that pull between wanting a normal teenage life and the responsibility that comes with
engaged.
being Spider-Man. Every time Peter ditches her for hero duties, you feel the weight of what he's sacrificing, even if it's just a school dance or a pool party. It's a smaller scale love story, but it fits perfectly with Homecoming's friendly neighborhood tone. Of course, Liz Allan will forever be remembered for one of the MCU's best gut punch reveals. That moment when Peter shows up to her house for Homecoming night.
This nigga Peter was pissing me off here, bro. He was pissing me off here because, like, okay, yes, her dad is the Vulture, bro. Let it go for a second and take a picture with a smile, nigga. Whole time the mom taking the picture of Peter and fucking Gwen, this nigga staring at the fucking...
And Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, opens the door.
He must be Peter.
Yeah.
I'm Liz's dad. Put her there.
Hell of a grip. sorry.
Come on in here. Come on.
Suddenly, Liz isn't just a crush. She's the daughter of Spider-Man's biggest threat in the film. That dinner table scene with Toomes putting the pieces together while Liz sits blissfully...
But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die try. Sorry.
...unaware is pure tension. And when she finally learns the truth at the end, her heartbreak isn't overplayed. But it's enough to show that Peter's double life has real consequences for the people he cares about.
You say that a lot. What are you sorry for this time? The dance?
Liz Allan left her mark, especially because her story ended not with a breakup over petty drama, but with her family packing up and leaving because her dad was going to prison. And Peter was left with a hole in his heart and a seat in class right next to someone who'd been watching him a lot closer than he realized. Enter
Michelle Jones.
Michelle Jones.
Yes, sir. I like that they did this because she's not Mary Jane. Yes, it's still MJ, but she's not Mary Jane. Me and my homies hate Mary Jane. Niggas love Michelle Jones, though. Niggas love Michelle Jones. She not bad, bruh.
MJ. Not the Mary Jane Watson we grew up with, but a brand new take that would completely redefine what a Spider-Man love interest could be. From the moment Zendaya's MJ first speaks in Homecoming, she's unlike any version of the character we've seen before.
Nope. Creepy, though. She's like a nerd, emo, goth girl type shit. I kind of fucked with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Too late.
You guys are
losers.
But then why do you sit with us?
Because I don't have any friends.
She's sarcastic, a little socially awkward,
Strizzy.
always lurking on the edges of the group with that deadpan humor. At first, she doesn't even seem like a love interest, more like the quiet observer who sees through everyone's nonsense. But that's exactly what made her click with modern audiences. She wasn't the unreachable dream girl. She was real, grounded, relatable. The MCU didn't rush into Peter and MJ's romance. Instead, they built it slowly, letting small...
Yeah, didn't they, like, actually finally end up liking each other at the second movie?
Moments in Homecoming and Far From Home plant the seeds before their relationship bloomed.
Yeah.
When they finally get together and
And it's like late in the second movie where they find out that, like, they like each other. That shit is... I enjoyed it. I liked it. Because, like, bro, it's unrealistic for, you know, the story to start and then you just get the girl immediately. Like, bro, I like that it took 2.5 movies or 1.5 movies for them to actually start dating.
Far From Home, it's not a big dramatic reveal. It's awkward, sweet, and perfectly teenage.
Okay, I should probably get back to the class.
I'll go in. Yeah, I don't know.
This slow burn approach made their connection feel earned, and by the time we get to No Way Home, their bond feels unshakable, which makes what happens next hit even harder.
Please, no! These niggas make me cry. You know what's crazy? I never cried over Mary Jane. Okay, Kirsten Dunst's bullshit Mary Jane. I never cried. I cried over other things in the original Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. I cried over other things. Gwen made me cry. Michelle Jones is bullshit. Well, I won't say bullshit, but the shit that happened with Michelle Jones, that shit made me cry, bro. Nigga was sitting in the movie theater. Like, bro, that shit was heavy. My nigga, that shit was heavy, bro. And it wasn't because she died. It wasn't because he had to move. It wasn't because she had to move. I don't think there was a heartbreak harder. I don't think there's a heartbreak more saddening than the woman you love forgetting you. That is probably one of the most realistic heartbreaks of all time. Because, like, think about it, bro. When you get old, let's say your wife has Alzheimer's, bro. She gonna forget about you. You know how much that shit probably gonna hurt? My nigga, I'm sitting here, yo, she gonna forget me, yo. And then he walks into this shit and she don't even know who the nigga is, bro. But she got the scar. She was like, I don't know where I got it from or some shit like that. It doesn't hurt anymore. Which was a double entendre because
No Way Home, MJ stands toe-to-toe with villains from across the multiverse and never backs down. And in that devastating final act, when Peter chooses to erase himself from her memory to protect her, the heartbreak is palpable. Not because of what's said, but because of what's left unsaid.
Is there anything else?
No.
Zendaya's MJ proved that when
I fucking hated that shit, bro. Oh my.
a love interest is well written, fans will rally behind them for
Brand New Day, please. Brand New Day, please. If at the very least you don't want to make her remember him, at the very least make him get her back and start a brand new relationship, bro. This nigga, bro, not the challengers.
years. But the flip side, when a character is thrown into a film without purpose, no amount of comic book name recognition can save them. And that's exactly what happened with Felicia Hardy in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, a character with legendary comic book roots.
Wait. Black Cat was in Spider-Man 2? The Amazing Spider-Man 2? Why am I not remembering this? Why am I not remembering Felicia Hardy, bro?
Reduced to nothing more than a wasted
Black Cat, man.
cameo. Felicia Hardy, played by Felicity Jones, should have been a big deal.
Imagine Felicia.
Comics, she's the Black Cat, a morally complex anti-hero, an occasional thief, and one of Peter Parker's most complicated romantic entanglements. But in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, she isn't a love interest, a rival, or even a threat. She's Harry Osborn's assistant, that's it. No backstory, no tease of her alter ego.
Oh, it was this girl. No wonder why she was so fucking forgettable, man.
No emotional weight.
Felicia.
Felicia, from now on, everybody at this table works for Felicia.
Her appearance is the perfect example of why The Amazing Spider-Man 2 gets so much criticism. It was trying to set up a cinematic universe instead of telling a complete story. Felicia felt like she was dropped in as a checkbox for future sequels that never happened. Fans didn't get to see her personality, her chemistry with Peter, or even a hint of the tension that makes her comic book counterpart so memorable. Felicia Hardy's cameo in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a case study in wasted potential. But sometimes, even a character with limited screen time can leave a lasting impression. Not
Shout out Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man.
Not because they were perfect, but because
You did all of that for her? I'm sorry.
Because they brought charm, depth, and a spark of life to a movie that desperately needed it. That's where Spider-Man 3's Gwen Stacy, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, comes in. Let's be honest, Spider-Man 3 was a crowded, messy film, too many villains, too many subplots, and a darker, more awkward Peter Parker. But amid the chaos, Gwen Stacy stood out. She wasn't there to replace MJ, and
such a fire character. I really wish that Spider-Man 3 took the route of replacing MJ with Gwen, bro. I really fucking do.
She wasn't shoehorned in for sequel bait. She served the story as a rival love interest, a catalyst for Peter and MJ's drama, and a genuine presence in Peter's life.
Pete, if you've got a picture of my kiss with Spider-Man, could you bring it to class?
I'm not gonna lie. She doing this on their date where he's trying to fucking ask her to marry her was so crazy. Bro, she looked good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Good milk. Good milk.
I love it. For my portfolio. After all, who gets kissed by Spider-Man?
Bryce Dallas Howard brought Gwen's classic comic book warmth and elegance to life, even in the limited time she had on screen. She felt wholesome, grounded, and likable, the kind of character you instantly trust. She wasn't manipulative or over the top. She was just a genuinely good person caught in the middle of Peter's increasingly messy personal life.
Go ahead, lay one on me.
Really?
Yeah, they'll love it.
No, Spider-Man, no!
Of course, we can't talk about Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3 without mentioning one of the most infamous and
Peter chose MJ over this. Hold on, I gotta see if I can find it on Twitter. So this shit had me fucking rolling. This shit had me fucking crying, bro. Hold on, let me see. Peter chose MJ over her. I mean, bro, really? Like, that shit is nuts. Shit is nuts, bro.
weirdly unforgettable moments in the Raimi trilogy, the Jazz Club dance. On paper, it's supposed to be Peter's petty revenge against MJ, a cocky, symbiote-fueled display of arrogance.
Symbiote? Bro, niggas say symbiote so crazy. I've heard it said symbiote. I've heard it said symbiote. Nigga, it's just symbiote. They even say it in the movies. Every single movie that mentions symbiote, every show, they say symbiote. Just say symbiote.
But what makes the scene so interesting is Gwen's role in it. She's clearly unaware of Peter's true intentions, walking into that club thinking she's there to support a friend. She dances with him, smiling, laughing, and having fun, while the entire audience knows this is just Peter trying to get under MJ's skin.
Yeah.
That was all for her?
That was all for her. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
For all the cringe that scene gets online, Gwen actually comes out of it looking better than Peter. She's graceful, confident, and has zero clue she's being used as emotional ammo. And when she does realize what's going on, she apologizes to MJ, showing the kind of humility and class that makes her one of the most likable characters in the film.
Yep. Which is crazy because she apologizes to the most hated character in the film, bro. Oh my gosh, dog. W video, bro. W video. All right, man. W video, Spidey Parker.